Welcome back, friends. And if you are new on this platform, this is Empowerment Talks with Comfort Convo. Kindly hit the red subscribe button as you join us, and thanks for those who have subscribed already. So today is one of those rare days when we have two giants in the house. And these two are not only representing the African continent in the Leadership Council of Onpassive, but they are equally humble servants of the entire Onpassive world. So stay tuned, guys. Join in the conversation as I bring to you none else but the man on a mission, Mr. Charles Awesome. Bro, you are welcome to Empowerment Talks.
Thank you very much, Sister Comfort. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine. And guys, of course, behind a successful man, there is always an extraordinary, powerful woman. And so the African Queen, Marina Favret, is accompanying the man on a mission. So sis, you are welcome to Empowerment Talks.
Thank you so much, Comfort. And I always say, hello, Africa, hello, world. It's great to be here. And it's awesome to be here with Charles, my brother, and you, Sister Comfort. Looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah, sure. I feel very secure and very safe now. I can do any kind of thing because I know that I'm in good hands. So, oh yeah, let's start. Let the show begin. Guys, if you are joining, kindly share, subscribe, and invite more people. So let's start by doing some warm-up because I've discovered that for a long time, there's a part that I leave out because I consider that maybe everybody is aware of what we are doing. So if you can, please, Mr. Charles, tell us what is Onpassive? What is it all about?
Onpassive is an AI IT company, right? Artificial intelligence, information technology company. What it does is it provides total internet solution. And the founders, those of us who are coming in now, before we are launched, because we are still in pre-launch, this whole system is going to be done for us, hands-free, right? So for those who have businesses online, obviously, we know of digital services that are necessary for our businesses to thrive, right? So Onpassive is going to provide every digital service that any business person online is going to need under one umbrella. So it's integrated, easy to use, hands-free. That's what we are about.
All right, thank you. So when you say they are going to provide everything that business people need, is it only for business people?
Businesses and individuals. As long as you are online, you're going to use at least one of Onpassive's services, at least one.
Okay, all right. Thank you for letting us know. And if you can, Marina, please, what are the advantages of joining Onpassive, be it as a business or an individual also? So what advantages do you have to offer?
Great, absolutely. When you join Onpassive, and this is something that the whole world needs, but especially in the African continent, is a wealth generation business. And that is what Onpassive offers you. When you join Onpassive as a founding member, because there are founding member positions now in our pre-launch stage, and we are going to launch pretty soon, really, we are on track to launch this year in 2021. And when you join as a founder, you get placed in the company structure, and you're in the top 1% of the company structure of everyone coming into Onpassive. We've already got over 860,000. I actually didn't check it just now, but thereabouts. And we are heading for 1 million founding positions very soon, because there's about 3,000 people that seen the vision and join Onpassive. So what the value of having a position with Onpassive is that besides you're going to be the hunted, because Onpassive does everything for you. It's 100% hands-free, like our CEO says, just like a self-driving car. They've got all these wonderful digital products, so you never need to subscribe to another supplier or vendor to use. For example, you with StreamYard, I use Zoom, my partner uses AnyMeeting. So there's all these different webinar platforms. A webinar platform is just one of the 50 products and tools that we have currently. There's not just 50. We keep growing, and we're going to keep designing and what have you. And the awesome thing is that it's residual income. it's perpetual income, so we are going to continue earning residual income for life, which puts us in a position where we are able to leave a legacy that we can be proud of finally. So when I pass away, I can finally say, at least I know that my children and my children's children are taken care of. So it's really awesome because you only pay a one-time subscription and that's it. So it's a very, very, very extremely low risk with extremely high reward at the end of the day.
Wow. You just said something very interesting. You say if you die, maybe you die smiling because you leave a legacy. So if you are a founding member and one of us, though, God forbid, we really want to live a longer life, but if it happens someone dies and
Yes.
they were a founding member, how does their child take over the account?
It's very simple, actually. At the moment, before we go into our official global launch, if anyone does pass away, and unfortunately there have been with the COVID pandemic, there have been a few founders, but because we always tell them, make sure that your family knows that you've got this position because it's an asset. And when you sign up and you sign your non-disclosure agreement, you can print that out as well as your invoice and put it in your will. And then on that, just write the email that you used and the password to say, and this is the beneficiary. So in the event of a founding member passing away, all the beneficiary has to do is contact our support department and send them the death certificate, and then obviously say, I am the beneficiary, here's the documentation that was left for me, I'd like to take over this account. And then they would just supply them with a new name and email address, and the account will be transferred with all the work that's been done. If you built your business and you've got a few people pending or already in your business. Sorry, there's birds flying around here. It's that time, feeding time. So yes, so whether you've just got a position and you've been passive and haven't worked it, or your whole team, like we call it, it's not really a team, it's more your business partners that you've introduced the business to. I like to call it that. Your business partners that's in your organization already will go and move over to the new email and the new founder. It's very simple.
This is so reassuring and it feels really good. And I'm very excited. And whoever is listening to this, if you are new, just type on the comment section. If you have any questions, if you're interested in joining Onpassive, this is the best place for you. This is the best thing that has ever happened on planet Earth. So go ahead and ask more questions and get clarifications. Meanwhile, I am taking us now to this question where no leadership council member will come here and escape it. So don't blame me. People still ask. So, bro, if you can go first, where are we now with Onpassive?
We are at a point of no return.
Okay.
So this tunnel, I'm in this tunnel, and I can already spot the light, the green light at the end of the tunnel, right? I'm so far gone, like 90% into the tunnel. In fact, maybe 95%. And I can see that green light, and I know we're getting there, right? So it is exciting. The times are exciting. We have products that are ready, okay? And these are going to be integrated into our new, more robust, more secure All Founders website, which is coming up in a matter of days, okay? And we, the founders, we are going to start beta testing these products before we bring it to the world. So that nothing can be more exciting.
I know. Yeah. So do you have anything to add to that, sis, or you want us to move to the next?
No, I'm just with Charles' song. That's why I love working with him, is because he's got an IT background. He's been in the business for over 30 years and he understood this business. So when I started hearing how Charles' song explains the business, I got even more excited because there are so many people in Onpassive that have come or are in the IT field and have seen how great Onpassive is. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm not even worried about when is the official launch. Obviously, we're all excited about it. And, if it was up to most of us, it should have happened yesterday already. But the journey has been so awesome. We're meeting so many wonderful people around the globe. We're making plans. We're discussing what are we going to do with the excess, because our CEO, Ash Mafara, always talks about there's going to be excess. There's going to be abundance. Our tanks will be full. Charity starts at home. Get your life in order. Get the house and the car you want and what have you. But then what else? What are you going to do? And how are you going to help me? Literally is what he's saying. He's got a heart for humanity. And how are we going to help him to contribute to turning poverty into prosperity around the globe? So that is my main focus now. And those are the discussions we're having, because the residual income is there. The finances are going to be there. You know, we've got to, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business. We look at a 2 to 5 year plan. And yeah, so I've already got plans in motion and discussing it with other founders. So that's what's really making it exciting, is once it happens, then what? You know, what are we going to do? So yeah, the dates is it's happening. You know, we can see there's so much momentum. There's so many moving parts as well. And if you think about it, it took Zoom 4 years to create a webinar platform to, you know, bring it to where it's at. They didn't have AI. And I saw just about 2 months ago that they introduced a small part of AI, you know, scheduling, calendar scheduling or something that you can integrate. Now, all Onpassive's products are driven by AI. So you can understand we've only really been in, you know, developing the products for about 2 years, even though the idea was there 3 years ago. The whole products has only been working on for 2 years. So we're well ahead of the game, at least 3 to 5 years ahead of everyone else on the market. So I'm not worried about the time. It's going to happen. It will happen. And so far, we are on track to launch in 2021 if everything goes according to plan.
Exactly. That is very exciting. And I'm happy that we are listening to this. Guys, if you are joining, just support our leaders in the house by just giving them thumbs up, because this is rare. It's hard to pull two giants and bring in here just to talk to you. So Marina and bro, somebody is supporting you from out there, and it's Collins. He says, well done, guys. We're so in it to win it. I think
I love that stuff. So in it to win it. Thank you, Collins.
Yeah. So since you remain on the hotspot, so this is like some people are asking for refund because they thought that by now Onpassive should have been launched. What do you have to say about that?
You know what? I say exactly what our CEO says. I always refer back to what he says. You know, I'm not making it up myself. What Ash Mafara said is that Onpassive is not for everyone. You need to be a visionary. You need to look at an Onpassive and say, wow, I can see the dream. I can see where this is going. I can see where it's taking me and my family and my business, you know. So it's not for everyone. If somebody wants a refund, you know, Ash doesn't want them in the organization. He wants people who see the vision, who's got a heart of gold, who wants to go out and make a difference, and that's prepared to. In any business, there's going to be bumps in the road, you know, but so far things are really running so smoothly. So if you want a refund, you can ask for it. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on your family member position. That is why I say it's no risk, actually, with extremely high reward. Because if you get in and you think, oh, no, this is not for me, then get your money back. You know? So, but I would say don't be too quick on asking for a refund, because this is definitely going to change our lives, going to change your life. If you're the one asking for a refund, think twice, because this opportunity, something like this, the magnitude, we are going to be a super unicorn company, which means we're going to be worth over $10 billion in our first year of doing something that has never been done before, you know. So I would just say don't do it, you know, unless you just like really anti the whole process, you've got no patience, you don't want to wait, then you'll become a customer. Everyone that is on the internet will be using or, you know, one of Onpassive's products or services in the future. So why not get in now as a founder and be part of making history? Right. That's my answer anyway.
I know. I'm just happy that you came here. Just let's speak. Let's talk this out, bro. Because a couple of about 2 weeks ago, we in this house we took over four accounts from one family. They had four, and they gave all of the four out. So they did that through a third party. I was like, I want to talk to this person directly because I feel like piercing my own sister with a knife in the heart by taking this off them. Right? These are accounts I've kept for over a year. I know that you're free to give back, but bro, we know why we're out here. We can't go to sleep. It's not for people to do this. So what do you have to add to what Marina's just said?
Okay, so
No.
so here's the thing, though. Unfortunately, most people are in that bracket of 9 to 5 employee mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, if you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, he has this thing that we call the cash flow quadrant, and those the majority are in that mind frame. They want money. They go to work. They get paid in a week, 2 weeks, 1 month. They want money now. Unfortunately. And that's why majority of the world remains poor, right? Unfortunately, that's the reality. Okay. Ash once said, the reason we have these kind of people is because of his heart. He wanted to help everybody, brought the price down. And because of that, it has attracted people who don't have the entrepreneur mindset. And believe it or not, those people who ask for refunds, I can guarantee you, they are the same people who do not participate. In other words, they don't plug in. They don't know what's going on. So somebody comes in, pays $97, goes to sleep. 6 months later, well, it was supposed to have launched. I want my money back. Okay? It just reminds me of a friend of mine. I don't know if you're familiar with cryptocurrency.
Sure.
Okay? There's a coin called Ethereum. When I first knew of Ethereum, it was 6 cents. 6 cents. Okay? And I told him, I said, listen, get some, just hold on to them. This is the future. They got quite a few. And then when Ethereum was now $7 each, now imagine, $7 each, I told him, do not touch it. He was going to travel to Nigeria. He sold all his Ethereum just to buy a ticket to go to Nigeria. Okay? At $7. Now, today as I speak to you, that same one Ethereum is way more than $3,000. Okay? So it's people don't have vision, right? People don't realize that these people that make money right now, the millionaires and the billionaires, they put some money at some point in time and they waited it out. Okay? There's no such thing as quick money. So when you hear that people have made millions, billions in different technologies, cryptocurrency, for example, they came in early, they waited it out. Okay? And this is what we're doing on Passive. Fortunately for us, the guy has made it very affordable. And those people, like I said, have 1, 2, maybe 4 accounts. They are the ones asking for money. Some of us, I have more than 200 accounts right now. And I want to get more, believe me. Because I see it. I know what's going to happen once we launch.
Right.
Okay? So feel sorry for them. But if they really do want their money back, one thing I can assure them, they will regret big time. Big time. That's one thing I can assure them.
Exactly. This is sad. Yeah. But yeah, we can only take a horse to the stream, but we can't force them to drink, right? So we're squeezing time to be here just to let them know how important is it to be patient and get focused.
And here's the other thing, though, comfort.
Yeah.
That $97, right? Believe me, if they didn't use it to put in on passive, they would have spent it maybe just to buy a handbag or something, some food, restaurant, whatever. It would have been gone.
Right.
That's the reality.
Exactly.
Okay? So I don't know how else you can tell them, but hey, if they want it, they can get it. Not everybody can be a founder, like Marina just said. It's not for everybody. Okay?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if everybody's a founder, who's gonna be a pilot? Who's gonna be a doctor? Who's gonna be a driver?
Right.
Who's gonna be a cook? Right? So maybe they want to be in that category. No problem.
We're happy to employ them, though. I'll do some of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, if you are joining us now, this is Empowerment Talks, and we are so inspired by the soon-to-be launched unique AI IT company called Onpassive, where Mr. CEO or Mr. Ash Mufare, the CEO, is offering you an opportunity to become a founding member, right? So stay tuned, say what you think about Onpassive. If you're already a founding member, share and invite friends. So this takes us to the next question, guys. I would like to give us again to the African queen in the house. Some people are so afraid of joining Onpassive because their countries have banned online businesses, right? So they want Onpassive to first of all register in their countries before they can join. What do you want to say about that?
Well, I don't really know about all the laws and that in the different countries, but our CEO has got a whole department, and of attorneys. And we are definitely, Onpassive is for everybody. And we're already in 212 countries and territories. I know there's not 212 countries, but there are territories as well. And, Ash will do whatever it takes to make sure that everyone gets their commissions paid to them in their currency. And I think he even mentioned, Charles, you can touch base on that if we have to even get our own crypto, that will be done. Onpassive is, when you think of the staff members that are working for Onpassive, they're not any Mickey Mouse people. They have come from the high-tech giants that we know of, from the likes of Facebook, Twitter, McAfee, Google, Amazon, and they're wanting to work for Onpassive because they see the value of working, even just as an employee of Onpassive, and they are working around the clock to get everything, to make Onpassive legal and compliant in every country, including the merchants. But I can't remember, somebody did ask about a country where they are saying that Onpassive is an MLM and they're not allowed to work as this business. Onpassive is not an MLM, firstly, or network marketing company. It's a global IT company. And our CEO, unlike other CEOs of these high-tech giants, the difference is he's decided to share the wealth with us. So he's paying us with a unique pay plan that is revolutionary and dynamic and has never been seen before. It's even getting patented. So those are the extremes that our CEO is going to get it right, so it suits everybody in every country. And as far as that goes, it's misrepresentation, firstly, because Onpassive, you won't find them on the MLM list because we are not a network marketing or MLM company. We are a global IT company and we are registered. You can even find the registration documents on www.sunbiz.org. It's and the registration Onpassive LLC you'll find there. And that license entitles us to work in every country, to sell these digital products and have this business presented in every country. Charles, I think you can maybe touch base because you know a little bit more on that side as far as the countries, preventing you from representing certain things.
Yes, bro, you can go ahead and do that.
Well, a lot of us use Facebook, for example, and I don't think Facebook is registered in all the countries in the world, right? A lot of these technology companies like Facebook, Google, and so on, you're only required to actually register in a country if you have a physical presence in that country. Okay? Now, if you don't have a physical presence, there is no need to register. However, what Ash Mofara plans to do is to make sure if we're going to have a physical presence in any country, for example, now we're in India, we are registered in India. We're about to get in Singapore, we are already registered in Singapore. So Dubai, same thing. Wherever we have a physical presence, we are going to be registered, right? And in the future, Onpassive plans to have a regional office in every country that we have founders. So whatever it takes, we have lawyers, attorneys that are working towards that. Whatever it takes that those countries require, we're going to fulfill them, okay? We'll do everything right. Everything we do right. We'll make sure we are legal and we'll make sure we have products that are viable.
Wow.
So they should rest assured. They should relax. Take it easy.
All right. It's really a matter of taking it easy. So thank you. Thanks so much. This is useful information. I think these people should just be smiling and they hurry to do that subscriptions or they sign up before it gets really late. So when each time we do presentations during guest webinars, we have these questions like when is it or how soon is the launch? So we are not yet sure, but we know that it's really soon. So what should we be telling people right now? Like what should we tell people when they say when is Onpassive going to launch? Because these questions will never stop coming. Those who are in already know, but those who want to join, they want to be told something that will get them joining.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, right, they're going to launch. It's not a matter of if, right, anymore. It's a matter of when. And what I tell people is this: look, I worked in corporate America for about 30 years, 31 years. Okay, I've been retired for 5 years. I know when I retired after working for 31 years, I did not have $50,000 in my bank account. Believe me, I did not retire because I had a lot of money. I retired because I realized I need to do something else to get money. Okay, so, and I had a relatively good job. I was making what they call top 1% in terms of income, right? But I still did not have money. It's like just over broke job. You get paid, you pay bills, you get broke again. You see? Now, if Onpassive takes 4 years, let's say that 4 years, which is not even close, but let's say it takes 4 years and it launches, and 6 months after that, I have maybe $500,000 in my bank account. What's wrong with that? Especially hands-free. I'm not going to work 12 hours a day or 8 hours a day. Okay? So what I tell people is relax. This thing is a done deal. We have physical offices, we have employees. Some of us, when we came in, we just bought the vision. There was no physical office, right? You had to pay your $97. You had to send cash, not even check, cash, to somebody who's going to send it to Ash Mofara, and he's going to write it on a ledger. And we have evolved, right? We have evolved. Now we have offices. We did not have a website. Now we have a beautiful website. We're even going to have a better website coming up soon. We have offices. People work there. You can go to India and you will see it. So at this point in time, people that are coming now, in fact, I think it is not fair that they only pay $97 like those of us who paid earlier, because there's so much proof, right? But they should relax. We know launch is around the corner. In technology, things can happen, right? You can say I'm launching December 20th. December 20th, you see a few things that need to be fixed. Might take a week, 2 weeks. We just know that we are that close. Okay? And so they can just come in, relax, tell them to do whatever it is that they've been doing before coming in. If they're a nurse, they should continue to be a nurse. If they're a medical doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, just continue doing what you're doing. Relax. And when the baby is born, those of us who are following the process, we're going to wake you up.
Exactly.
But don't give guarantees, because I heard one guy guaranteeing people. I heard him asking a question, right? He said, oh, I brought my people in January. I give them guarantees that we're going to launch in February. February, we did not launch. March, we did not launch. April, we did not launch. So I had to give them their money back. Are you serious?
That can be hard. That can be
Don't
sad.
give guarantees. This thing is so huge for such little money, right? A regular company that we all know, Google, Zoom, Facebook, they take averagely 3.5 years to launch one product, a regular tech company. And we are launching lots of products. So 3 years is normal. 3.5 years is normal. But we are there, even faster. Why? Because we are using what we call renewable technology, right? And that is what is helping us, renewable technology. So we're even moving faster than a regular company. They should just relax. Life will be good very, very soon. Yeah.
I know. So it's so interesting to know how the AI IT company has evolved, right? I was just smiling when you said the way you registered and how it's so different now. A lot of things have happened. So, Sis, do you still have something to add to what he just said, please?
There's always something to say, with Onpassive. It's such an exciting journey. But I know in Africa, and I'm experiencing it all the time, people coming to me and saying, what must I do? I've lost my job. When's Onpassive launching? Or do I leave my job? Can I resign? Are we launching? And I just take them back to when our CEO said, he actually spoke with his own mouth. I can't say it verbatim, but I remember the message was, do not count on Onpassive to change your current immediate situation.
Right.
Onpassive is in the process of creating that generational wealth for all of us, but we're not there yet. And our CEO is a perfectionist. He will not launch until he is 110% happy with the end result. Everything is there. Most of the coding and everything is done for most of these products. It's just like he calls it the cosmetics. It's the lipstick and the mascara. The foundation is put on, the foundation is laid, everything is there. So if you are struggling financially, my advice to you is try and get a job as an Uber driver, or if you don't have transport, as a waiter, or delivery or something. While available, packing or whatever you can do. But you need to try and do whatever it takes to know that your current situation. Charles is very noisy there. Your current situation.
Am I noisy?
It was very noisy, yeah. Water.
Okay.
It's going to be completely changed. It's going to be, our worlds are going to be turned upside down as we know it. And that's for the better. So whatever your situation is now, it's going to be so wonderful. So just do whatever it takes right now to make sure that you don't ask for a refund, to make sure that you have your position as a founder, firstly, and secondly, make sure that when we do officially launch, official global launch, that you are able to pay that one-time subscription of between $200 and $300, and that's it. You never have to go into your pocket again, which is fantastic. Yeah.
Right. I think I'm happy you brought up this idea of, giving ideas on how to do this. Because last time, guys, go back and check. Last time I was here with Andy Berg, right? He said figures, man, he does something with finance and so on. But because things were not moving, you know what he does now, and does paying with his friends just to get something and get his bills paid. When they are going to roof a house or something, he goes and something to get his bills paid while he waits for Onpassive. And our own great Paul says he buys cheapy cars, like he buys small cheapy cars, wash them, refurbish, and then resell. Let's just get creative while we wait. Is that his?
No, absolutely. So, what I'm doing, is I'm a qualified hairdresser, but I haven't practiced as a hairdresser for a long time. But with the pandemic, I also had to do whatever it took. So I started doing hair at home as well, and going to the complex and doing people's hair. It's always been able to put bread on the table. That's one thing. And I've started painting, and I got my first order from someone to say, I would like to buy one of your paintings. I'm like, what? This is a hobby. Things God is providing, He's making a way. He knows that we are all struggling. But if you're open to work hard and know that later on you can play hard, because that money is going to come in. We're going to be able to bless ourselves, our families, and our communities. But just do whatever you can just to get through this pre-launch until our official launch as well.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So let's accept greetings from Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. Lisa is sending greetings. Yeah.
Hello, Lisa.
This is important, what I'm about to ask you now, because last time I read some few things on the on our chat forum, which made me feel a bit bad. Somebody was accusing Leadership Council members of making videos and selling plus the money. So both of you are on the Leadership Council, right? Are you on Mr. Ash Mufare's payroll for holding those positions, please?
No, it would be lovely. Oh my gosh, no.
Well, I don't know, Marina. If you're making money, you need to show me where mine is.
No, gosh, I'm not. Definitely not. Look at the Leadership Council. I actually did do a video on frequently asked questions. It does come up. Do we get paid? How much are you paying? Are you getting paid? I'm like, what? So no, the Leadership Council members are handpicked by Ashmufara, and then obviously existing Leadership Council members have an input. They'll give their word out to say, well, this is who I think, and these are the reasons why. And usually it's people who have who are dedicated to Onpassive, that's not promoting other business opportunities, really, and has got the time as well and the knowledge of Onpassive. You need to know what business you're in. So that's my impression anyway. And you can't nominate yourself. There's a lot of people that felt they wanted to be on Leadership Council and just nominated themselves, but it doesn't work like that. And Ash has got his eyes open. His eyes are peeled, and he's always looking to see, because the Leadership Council is not just now and then it's going to end. There was first 6, then they brought in, I think, 50s, I'm not sure, in the 50s, where I came in, and then, Ash could see. And then I started working with the Marty and Mike and Dan, and when I represented African continent, I didn't even know about Charles and what he was doing. And then I started working with him on his webinars, and that's how we grow. And so many people admired Charles and said, why aren't you on the lead? And I'm like, myself, I also agree. And because it wasn't just me, it was a consensus from other Leadership Council members that saw the wonderful work he was doing, and said he needs to be on as a Leadership Council member. So yes, it depends on what you're doing, the input you're giving, and also the need in the area that you are in. So there's a whole lot of factors that that play a role in getting on the Leadership Council, but definitely we do not get paid. And also another thing, if you are an employee of Onpassive, if you're getting paid, you're not allowed to be a founder. So believe me, I would rather be a founder than getting paid as an employee. That's for sure.
Exactly. So guys, I think we want to just use this opportunity to say thank you to Leadership Council members, not just the 2 in the house, but them as a team, because I think that they are really dedicated in serving us for free. This is a kind of dedicated service, just to say thank you. And I think it helps to push them forward. Bro, do you want to add something, or you want us to move on? I'm ready. I'll give you the choice.
Well, yeah, I can add. Yeah, so basically, this is a business. I look at it as my business, right? And when you start a business, you spend, and it takes time for you to start making money. Right? I don't know of any business, the average business, you spend about $6,000, the average business, and it takes 3 years, average 3 years before you break even. Okay. So when I got into Onpassive, and I said, okay, this is my business, number one, that means I'm going to spend money, right? And I'm going to take time before I make money. Okay. Number two, I want to help as many people in my continent as possible, as many people, because I believe the more people you help, the more you're going to get blessed, right? So I started doing that. I'm spending money. I'm paying for Zoom. I'm paying, different things. Recently, we had a big organization here in Maryland. I spend money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting paid. But I do know when I start getting paid, it's going to come back 1,000-fold. Okay?
Right.
That's just the way it works. If you treat it as a business, when the time comes, you get paid as a business owner. If you treat it as a hobby, when the time comes, you get paid hobby type income, period. It's just the way it is.
Exactly. Wow. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this. I think it's important, and it's good to let people know so that they can appreciate you better, what you are doing, because at the times I try to wonder, we're talking about almost 1 million people. How do they manage this? It's not a joke. So greetings to you from Alan Bowden. He says broadcast Onpassive team. So that said,
Alan,
we would like to we would also like to know, what are some of the challenges that you have as leaders, and what will you have or advise founders to do otherwise to make your job easier? Because I know that you are here to serve the population, and at times you go through a lot. What are some of the challenges? How can we do it better for you on easier? She's, you want to go
Very
first?
good question. I'll let
Okay, carry
Marlena
on.
go first if she wants to go first.
Okay.
So
No,
that I don't want to steal her idea and then she doesn't have something to say. You go
you-
first.
No,
she-
I've got limited ideas. No, definitely, as the leadership council, I think I took a lot more on my plate than I should have with regards to helping out with support, because believe me, I get okay, it's calmed down a lot now, but initially I was getting between 150 and 150 emails a day. Now I'm getting about 25, 30, which is still a lot, over and above everything else I'm doing. So the thing is, helping me with support anyway, if you have an issue, if I am someone that's helping you handle a support issue, is to put everything in one email. When you send it to me, and we often do this on our chats that we have when we're asking questions, founder-only questions on a Monday. These things are mentioned. If you have a support issue, once it's not, sort of sorted out in a certain time period, then it can only come to me. But make sure that all the information is in one email, and that you include your email address that you're referring to, because with Onpassive, you can have multiple accounts, as many as you can afford, actually, provided your email is different. So that is your unique identifier. Other than that, we just get asked the same questions day in and day out. And I just, sometimes I want to pull my hair out, because if they just attended the founders only meetings, especially if you're a founder, okay, there are so many meetings happening, corporate meetings, where Charles and I and amongst other leaders are there answering their questions, and the same questions comes up all the time, but not, you'd expect it from new founders. That I don't mind, but it's from people who have been a founder for a year or two that are asking these questions. So I would just say, plug in, get in, just treat this like a multi or super unicorn company, a multi-billion-dollar company that it is, not a $97 position that you bought.
Yeah.
Okay, so put the effort that you would if you had this. If this was just yours, treat
Right.
it that with the same respect, and know your business.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I think I have a quick follow-up question to this. So if I got you well, what you mean is, if I write a mail, if I send you if I send a request once, that is problem, and you have not yet come back to me, I don't need to write a second one. I don't need to raise another ticket, right? I don't.
No, it's only.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, everyone's got access to support in their back office, but if for some reason it's a bit trickier and support's not rectifying the issue, that is where you would come to me to say, I don't think they're quite understood, because some of the support questions are very tricky, and that's why I say you need to understand the business and the ins and outs. So that is where I would then come in and say, right, send it to me, and I've got a contact at dedicated support, but make sure that it's like in bullet point. I need to change my email address, for example, because I've lost access to it. That's one of the regular complaints that come up. And so you could only do that through Leadership Council, because if you do it in your back office, we're not allowed to change the email addresses, because that's your unique identifier, unless you have sufficient proof, okay? And that's why we are, or I'm there anyway, helping out with that. So just make sure that the facts are there. The email, that it's the old email, the new email, the reason why, done. Once I receive it, I respond to you immediately after I've sent it to dedicated support, and I'll say, email sent. I don't go into long stories. I might come across a bit rude and to the point, but I'll just say email sent. And once I get a response from support as well, if they're either still working on it or it's resolved, I will just say FYI, see response from dedicated support, done. And that's how I work, because I got too many to have long conversations on email. But that's it. The job gets done, and the the support issue is resolved, but make sure all the information is in one body of one email. Don't send the screenshot in this email and the first question in that, and then, I've thought about something else in another email. I won't even respond to that. I want it all in one email so that we can keep a report of what the progress is. That's
exactly. Thank you. I'm happy I brought this, because you have just explained exactly what I wanted to hear. So I'm happy that people can hear this. It's public. Let everybody hear and try to make it easier for you next time. So I always try to quick comment when I see them. Bernard says, hello, great minds of Onpassive. So that's it. So, bro, do you have something to add to what she has just said, please? We want to give us
I
more.
think she's covered the most important things. Two words: get involved, right? And once you get involved, certain things that they keep repeating, like if they get to read these frequently asked questions, those are going to be taken care of. We always advise people, try not to use Cash App. As a matter of fact, our CEO has said, come soft launch, that option will no longer be there, right? Because it's giving us a lot of headache. And a lot of times, too, it's human error, but still, the bottom line is it gives us headache. And so if people just follow these basic things, it's going to help everyone, right? But unfortunately, such is life, right? 95% of the people are going to be just passive. So the 5% have to actually help out. So we ask the other leaders to help and, educate their team or team members as they come in, so that these issues are a bit reduced, right? Because I can imagine, I'm very busy. I know Marina is very busy. We're all very busy. It's tough. Sometimes it's like 24 hours is not enough in a day for me. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I think you just said something that is taking us to the next question, right? While many people are excited about Onpassive, others are not, because they are apparently not informed about the dynamics of the business. So what are the various ways in which founders can keep themselves up to date? This must sound like a repetition of the question, but for emphasis, please go for it. Bro, you can
go to the recordings. We have webinars every week. We have several webinars all around the globe. We have founders-only webinars, guest webinars. Let them go to these recordings, even corporate webinars, right? And see what's going on, at least once a week, maybe once in 2 weeks or something. That's all they have to do. Because if they don't do that, then they are not informed. And then they have all these different questions. Okay. So the best way is, we do know people are busy, don't have time to attend the webinars. And that's why we have the recordings. Just take hour, 2 hours, listen to the main points, and then you should be fine. Okay.
All right.
I don't know if Marina wants to add something to that.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what I found, like Comfort, she's also got a wonderful YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channels of various leaders in Onpassive. And I found the reason I started doing the presentations that I do is because of easier understanding. If I struggled to understand something initially, and then I took the information off the website and sort of put it in a video, a PowerPoint or whatever that I could record and listen and read at the same time, the information sinks in a lot easier. So I would definitely suggest just get to know the products, watch the presentations, like this interview. There were a lot of little golden nuggets that, people, it just brings a new perspective. You look at the business in a different light as well. So it's not all about when is the soft launch, when is the official launch, whatever. It's about, what can I do to make my life easier? What do I need to do to help my business grow? And that is it. We don't expect you to recruit. That's almost like a swear word in Onpassive, but just share this opportunity, because you don't want your neighbor and your best friend or a relative to be left behind when we do launch, because, oh my gosh, this is life-changing. So share it, and believe me, I always say, every no, you're that much closer to your yes. Don't worry if they say no. It's not meant for everybody. Just smile and say, I have told you about it. So keep my number in case, you change your mind. Watch this every now and then. Just keep in touch with them. Send them a new guest presentation or new information that you found interesting to share with the people around you that you would like to spend extended holidays with, because if they're not in on passive, they're not going to be able to do that with you, to the extent that you can anyway.
Right. Thank you so much. And somebody has given this is huge support. He says, this is Alan Bowden says, Onpassive is not just a business, it's a new way of life. That's exactly how I believe. And you can only, according to me, you can only live a life that you understand. So let's study. There's enough to learn from and understand Onpassive. I'm not trying to be part of it. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah, so for us, before we before we round up, please, I would like to give you last few seconds to just give a rounding up a word. So bro, if you can, what advice do you have to people who are not yet founders but they are listening to us either now or later? And after that, if you can give a piece of advice to those who have just joined Onpassive, the new founders. Oh yeah.
Okay, if you're listening to us and you're not yet a founder, please, right after this broadcast, call the person whoever sent you here, or if you stumble here by chance, I'm pretty sure Sister Comfort has some links, right? Go become a founder immediately. You do not want to miss out on this once in a lifetime opportunity. I can assure you, you're not going to have this again during your lifetime. This is the first one I'm getting in my lifetime, and I've grabbed it, and I want you to do the same. Grab it, like your life depends on it. That's all.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thanks, Charles. Yeah, now I would say, I am a praying woman. I believe in prayer. And I'll say, if you have prayed like I did for something that is going to change your life, something that is going to make you feel worthy of your existence, something that is going to, just change your financial situation and give you a prosperous life. If you have said that prayer or asked God for that door to open, to send you in the right direction, believe me, Onpassive is your answer. I do believe it with all my heart. I prayed before I joined. I prayed while I was watching webinars and links that were sent to me. I prayed after. I registered, but I didn't pay until I was 100% sure in my heart that this is not something I'm going to get my fingers burnt with. Not so much the $97, because people have lost more in business, but it was more am I getting into something? Is it a scam? Is this possible? Is it actually going to happen? Is it possible that it can actually all happen the way Ash Mafara said? And when I prayed, and the more I prayed about it, the more I got my confirmation. Yes, there's people out there that will try and, veer you off, throw a hook to say scam. And then all they're doing is literally trying to get you into their business. But look deeper, dig deeper. Don't be a sheep, do your own due diligence like I did. And I know that I have found that one thing with Onpassive. Not only have I found a business, I've found a way of life, because this is changing, like Colin said it, or Bernard, I can't remember who said that now. And I found a new family. I found a support structure. I found hope. Onpassive is a beacon of hope for so many people. And I found drive and passion for something that I can get excited about and share it with the world. I've just found my home in Onpassive, and I'm really, really looking forward to the journey. You've got to get in as a founder. And like Richard Branson said, if somebody shows you a great business opportunity, but you don't quite understand it, get in now and then learn as you grow. So that is what I would say. If you don't understand Onpassive, doesn't matter. Get in. There's that 30-day money-back guarantee on your position. If you say, oh, no, this is not for me, then get out. But, just do it. Get in. We are so in it to win it.
I know. Yeah, it's so exciting. The sweet thing about Onpassive is, if you're not careful, you can stay the night here and we'll never stop talking, right? So there is a quick request. Marina, please share the frequently asked questions with us on this platform. So okay. I don't know. Yeah, so another way would be for me to pin it on the comment section, or if you have time, you quickly share it here. I can also, if you have it on your YouTube, I can pin it on
It's on my YouTube channel, and it was one of the last videos that I posted. In the last 3 or 4 videos that I posted on my YouTube channel. I don't know how to click into here, so I don't know how to.
I have
do
to
that.
leave you, ladies. Your own
All right, thank you.
audiences have another interview in 2 minutes. So great to have you. Great to talk to you, and hopefully we'll meet again. Right?
Really
Thank you,
appreciate
Charles.
it. Thanks
See
so
you
much
at the
for
next webinar.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks. So thanks, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Do well to share. This is useful information. Let people watch, get informed, get educated. Onpassive is a whole university. It's a new life. You can only understand. You can only give what you have. We are encouraged to share. What are you sharing that you don't have? So get informed, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being with us. And see you again really soon, Marina. Thank you, and God bless you for finding time again to come and address our people.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Comfort. It's been fantastic being with you. Look forward to the next one. And everyone out there, just get in. And I hope, I'm sure Comfort has got her link there. Just get back to her and register today. Bernard, thank you very much. My YouTube channel is Marina Favit SA. It's quite simple to find. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.